Hi, thank you for joining me this morning. My name is Amanda Hensiak, and I'm the Plant Administrative Assistant here at Cummins Filtration in Nielsville, Wisconsin. I have been with Cummins for just about 4 years now. One of the reasons that I chose to come and work for Cummins in this particular job is that I get to plan events for our employees, including their Christmas parties, annual giveaways, different volunteer activities. But more importantly, I wanted to be able to give back to the community I live in. Throughout the course of probably high school through now, I've had a wide variety of jobs. I've done anything from waitressing to being a dishwasher at a local restaurant. I worked for an electric company for several years. I most recently worked at a bank where I was the bank manager for several years, and I really enjoyed that job, but I really wanted to do something that was more personable and gave me an opportunity to give back, and Cummins has been able to provide that to me. When I was in middle school, I don't think I really knew what I wanted to be. At almost at the age I am now, I still don't know for sure, I think, what I'm going to be, but I knew I could do pretty much anything I wanted to do, which is probably why I've held so many jobs. Each one of those jobs has given me the opportunity to learn and grow in different functions that have set me up to be successful in the career I am now. I would just like you to remember that the things you're going through right now won't seem so big later on in life. Early on in my early 20s, my husband was deployed a lot. And so I got to meet a lot of people in a lot of different situations in their lives with small children, lots of family. We were not in that situation at the first deployment. And it really set the tone and gave me the courage that I needed to understand that I could take care of everything at home, and I could keep working, and it gave me a lot of confidence getting through those hurdles of that because he wasn't here. And then during our second deployment, I met a whole new crew of people. That family changed, and who was deployed with him, who wasn't. I then had a small child, so that was a new hurdle for us, trying to figure out for them to stay communicated. Today, as I make this video, we video a lot and communicate, especially now in the situation of COVID and getting to see our family members. That's kind of the only way we communicate. Back then, that was something that was very new, and we didn't get to do that a whole lot. But I think each moment in your life, those are different stages that you will learn and grow from, and you'll understand that you can overcome those. So no matter what you're going through right now, this may seem like a huge burden and that it's going to be something you can't overcome, but I promise you, there will come a day where you will look back on those moments and it'll seem like a lifetime ago. It'll be so minimal in the big scheme of where you're going to end up in your life and the rest of the course of actions that you really try not to stress too much over the things that you're going through right now. One suggestion that I would have is, through the course of your career and even in college and school, surround yourself with good people. When you surround yourself with people that constantly make good decisions, and choose to hang out with people who aspire to do better, aspire to get good grades, it'll encourage you to also follow suit and do the same. And it just makes life easier. You're going to come across people in your lifetime who are not going to understand why you're choosing the path that you're choosing, and that's okay. That's more about them and what's going on in their life than it is about what's going on in your life. So just know that even when you fail, that's okay too. Those moments are the moments that you grow the most through, is by failing at it, learning from it, and then figuring out how to avoid those situations in the future. I know many of you are probably thinking about colleges. You're thinking about high school education, trying to get ahead and maybe do some college courses in high school. I would strongly encourage you to do as many of those as you can do, and try to do a wide variety to determine what you think you would want to fit into later on in life. And it's okay if those things change, and it's okay if you decide not to go to college and maybe you want to do a trade school, or maybe you want to go to tech school and get some generals as you try to figure that out. There's really no wrong answer. It's your life. You can choose how you want to proceed.